Okay everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video on Gran Turismo 7. I'm back with the latest 2 million credit guide to try and help you earn them credits as quickly as possible. So if you do find this video helpful in any way, consider subscribing to the channel and consider leaving a like on this video, as it does help me out massively. So yeah, we're going to get into this. So for this week we are at Daytona Road Track in Group 3. You can use any Group 3 car that you choose for this week's time trial. Now the Genesis is going to be one of the strongest choices, so I'm in that to try and give you the best possible guide that I can give you in a short space. I'm not feeling 100% this morning, so I only did just over 50 miles on this time trial, but I think we managed to get a pretty decent lap time in. So we can see there we managed to get to P3 in the world. I do predict this time trial is going to get to a 46.7 for the gold by the end of the 2 weeks. Remember, it's at the end of the 2 weeks that you need to get the lap time sorted by. Settings for this: racing hard tyres, no setups, obviously it's default setup, no brake bias change, track limits on normal, and obviously penalties invalidated a lap. So let's start this guide and help you out as much as we can. Try and get this 2 million credits or 1 million, whatever you're aiming for, as quick as possible. So for going into turn 1, we're going to be looking out for the warning board on the top right hand there, the yellow blue warning board there that gives you the flag indication. We're braking just after that, so you can see braking input going in now, and we're going to trail brake all the way through this corner. It's really important to trail brake in this section of the track because it's going to help rotate the car, and also the gear selections is going to help. So you're going to see we're going to go down to second gear, and then we're going to wait a bit, trail brake a bit more, then to first gear, and try and get the car rotating in before we're going to double shift up to third gear for the acceleration. And you can see, be cautious on the throttle input as you go through there. It's very easy to put too much throttle in too early and lose the rear. Next braking zone, we're using the lamppost on the left that is just before the number 1 board. That's a perfect reference. We're going to brake just after that. You can see there braking inputs going in now, and we're going to go down to second gear, but we're not going to use first gear for the rotation on this corner because we're going to go down to second and then we're going to be accelerating in second. So we don't really want to be shifting and unsettling the car, so keep it in second gear and then start putting that throttle down. And again, remember, not 100% throttle straight away with this car. You've got to be very cautious. Feed that throttle in, feel the grip on the rear, and then accelerate out the corner using a little bit of the curb on the exit there, and then through the first sector split. 28.5 is a sector that you want to be aiming for a pretty decent first sector. Now into the next braking zone, you can see there we're going to use this little bit of tarmac that goes off to the left, and you can see that darker shade of track that we use as our braking reference, braking just slightly after that there. You can see braking input going in now, and then we're going to do the double shift again here. But the key to this corner again is kind of keeping it very narrow to the apex like we did on the previous corner. Narrow to the apex, use first gear to rotate it, and then again double shift to third gear for the acceleration. Reduces that wheel spin and it reduces the shift in the gears as you're going through the corner. And again, use a little bit of the curb on the exit and then into the next braking zone. We're going to be using the split off of the track. You see where the track splits off to the right there. At the start of that, braking nice and early down to second gear, and again start rotating it in. You want to get this left hand tire right up to the curb on the left, and then we're going to go into third gear almost as you hit the curb on the left hand side. See, up into third gear, and again throttle inputs 70%, 80% until the grip's there. When you feel the grip is there, 100% throttle, and then get the car back over to the left hand side because you want to hug this yellow line all the way through the corner. It sounds stupid, but it actually makes you a little bit quicker. Something on Gran Turismo about that yellow line, it definitely increases your speed ever so slightly. So going into the next braking zone, we're going to use that warning signal board again on the top right. It's just after the number 2 board right there, and that is a perfect reference for your braking. We're braking just ever so slightly after that, and you'll see just before the white line in front is where we're actually getting on the brake. So that board is a perfect reference. Now, this is all about exploiting what you can get away with on track limits on this corner. So left-hand tyre onto the grass, right-hand tyre on the curb. You're going to see it now with the ghost that we're chasing. Use as much as you can. You can get away with that. And then you're going to rotate it in with a third gear downshift, just a dab of brakes there at the same time. And then back up to fourth gear because you want to accelerate all the way through here whilst using a lot of the curb on the right-hand side. So you see using the curb. And at this point, your right-hand tyre really wants to be touching that orange part of the curb. If you do that, you should get away with it like I've done there. P1 pushed the limits there to the absolute limit. So Nath, you got lucky there, I think. That was very, very close to a penalty. And now accelerating all the way on this long straight to the finishing line here. And again, hugging that the orange line, the double orange line there to get a bit more speed. Now get the car over to the left here. Keep your right hand tyre on the orange line there. And you go over the line there for a 144.4. So pretty decent lap. I think there was more in it. You can see I only did 57.2 miles in the top right hand corner there. Didn't really push this too much because I had a bit of a rough night last night. I feel a little bit better now, but still not 100%. So yeah, let's have a little watch of this lap again from that chase camera with kilometers now on, so you can see the full extent of the speed that you're going in kilometers now. Again, you can see that double shift, and again you can see the throttle inputs there. Being cautious before we put that 100% throttle, and again into this braking zone, you can see how we hug the curb on this corner, second gear, and you want to get it turned in and hugging the apex, and then you can start feeding that throttle in nice and slowly to the exit there. So yeah, I'm really hopeful that we can help you get them 2 million credits for this. I think a lot of people will be able to get it. Daytona's, it's not the hardest track because there's a lot of straights, so a lot of the lap time is the only real loss of time is going to be in the middle sector and on the last chicane where you don't get the exit from it. Once you get them sorted, I think a lot of people are going to be able to get the 2 million credits this week. And you can use any car that you pretty much like. I think the majority of cars are going to be able to comfortably get gold, so whatever you feel most comfortable in. What I will say is the Genesis actually felt really comfortable with. The grip on the hard tyres felt pretty damn good for some reason. Sometimes hard tyres feel like they've got no grip on some tracks. Sometimes they feel pretty grippy. On this, it feels exceptionally grippy for me. I had no problems with this. Didn't take long to get used to it. I managed to get this solid lap in for P3 in the world within 57 miles. So yeah, I think a lot of people will like the Genesis here. It seems like a very stable car, and it's obviously got the pace for the track as well. So yeah, get in the Genesis and see what you can do with this car. Now, if you did enjoy it, remember to hit that like button. It helps me out. And also, we're going to be doing more of these guides to try and help people out in the future. For many other things, we're going to be doing other videos to try and improve people's DR as well as earn them credits on the game. So do consider subscribing to the channel. But you can see there, we go over that line again there, 144.4. Definitely a 0.3 or 2 in it for me if I pushed it a little bit more. But I really wasn't up to it this morning, so I just took that as a lap that we got and moved on. But anyway, take care, everyone. I'll see you all soon. Have a great day. Bye.